All right, it worked. I'm so excited when technology is on our side. Welcome to our Diamonds in the Rough Sunday Night Live on the very last day of May. Who else is shocked that it's the end of May already? Anybody?
Me. Yes.
Right over here.
So crazy. Well, my name is Jody Seeley, my co-host and co-crime, I was going to say crime mater, but that sounds really weird, so I'm not going to say that.
Whoa. Hey,
Whoa.
Stop. I found something that's going to help you with your language.
Oh?
Watch. Secret. Smart water. That will help you.
Thank you. Well, let's
You're
test it
welcome.
out on you first tonight, and then we'll see if it works. Folks, you might witness a miracle right here on Sirroma Entertainment's Facebook page. This is really good. Mike LaBelle joins me from LimeLite Audio and Media. Thank you for being here once again. And we have a stacked lineup for our last show. This is our lucky number 8. And joining us tonight, we have Andrea Nixon, Justine Blanchet, Dustin Farr, and Alex Runions.
Yeah.
Such a hard time. It's my hate for onion, I think. I'm sorry.
Well, you know what? The funny thing is, I have a hate for onions as well.
So that must be hard. I'd want to change my name to like no onions.
Yeah, well, that'd be nice.
To rush you.
Nunions. What?
Why do you need to be like that?
What? Awesome? Can't help it. It's in my blood. Just born. I woke up like this. It just happened. So anyway.
All right.
Welcome to the show, and thank you to these 4 amazing guests for joining us. We are spanning the country tonight. We've got a couple from Alberta, one from Quebec, and one from Saskatchewan. Isn't this so fun, Mike? I love this.
It is. Justine, welcome to Canada. Oh, no. I wasn't supposed to say that. Shoot, she told me not to.
Welcome to the West.
Yeah. 100%. Oh my gosh, you're probably going to get that all night. But we are so grateful that you're here. As every week, we've been promoting people to connect in and learn more about the Diamonds in the Rough stage, which is an emerging artist stage that's held during the Canadian Country Music Weekend every year. Now, we haven't got official word on what's happening with the CCMAs for 2020, but I'm thinking they're going to be looking for plan B. And we are working on what that looks like for the Diamonds in the Rough stage. So we've been encouraging people to still apply to be a part of this stage. And the 4 fine artists we have tonight are going to share some of their experience on that. But like all things, we can't do it without the support of incredible businesses. And we've got a great sponsor team that is a part of Diamonds in the Rough, don't we, Mike?
We do. Great people like Lauren Tuddy, along with RDR Music, Joe Wood, thank you so much. The Tracks Report, MCC Recording Studios, the Ranchmans, of course, Sirroma Entertainment, and Angie Morris. I'm the president of her fan club, just so you guys know. And of course, us here right at LimeLite Audio and Media. It's we have a good time. This is fun.
Yeah, and speaking of the star of your club, she's like on first ballot for CCMA for industry person this year. So
yeah, she is.
Hello, congrats, Angie.
I just got to get my pom-poms ready here. I thought I had them. I don't have them. It's okay.
Oh, they're at the
Looks
cleaner.
like Andrea has some.
Yes,
so
I've got imaginary lots of things, pom-poms.
So does Jody. One of them's a sense of humor.
No, I've got that down. That is legit. So don't worry about it. So it's fun. All right. Well, let's get things started. We are going to kick off the show with the Stair Dweller. I don't know. Was it thought we'd call you that?
Yeah.
You are hiding out in your stairway tonight. How is that going?
Well, I was thinking of crisscross applesauce. As some of you know, I teach kindergarten. I thought crisscross applesauce in my living room, maybe in my bedroom, but then I got to make the bed, which seems like a lot of work. And then I'm like, stairs are the answer. So I'm going to run through all the scenarios, and I landed at stairs.
Well, and like you said, you're a kindergarten teacher by day with country music star by night, but you're also a mom of 3. So how has this isolation pandemic thing been for you? I was worried you weren't going to make it to the end to be on our last show.
Yeah, I serve 39 families in my capacity as a kindergarten teacher. So it's been really interesting. And I love little ones. So I play with them and I show the cards and they got to call out the number and I call them and we play Dice War and we draw pictures of them. So one of the things I did this month, because we do self-portraits in kindergarten, was learn how to draw all kinds of hair. And then one-on-one, I was drawing with them step by step so they could draw themselves. So that was really the highlight of my month. And then my kids at home trying to make sure they're doing their work. And my 8-year-old just likes to party. So she's constantly praying. She does her prayers a lot. She does the songs a lot. And she's constantly on a movement break. And I'm like, did you do any math or language? So I've got one that I've still got a monitor of my 3. And the other 2 just know that if they disappear and then show me their work, that I'll let them watch TV more than usual. So they're like in stealth mode. They're like, I'm just going to do my work. And then mom's going to let me have hours of screen time because she's working. And my husband's out of town. So it's, I'm getting there.
You're still with us, and you didn't roll up in what I thought you might roll up in. You look very cute tonight. So
thank you.
Very good.
Anybody who knows me well knows how I roll, and it's pretty casual, let me tell you.
How have things been for you? Have you had any, I mean, obviously we just heard how busy that even looks for you. Have you had any time to tap into your creative side of a music nature?
Well, I've realized, through this process that I'm going to have to pick up my guitar more often. So that was one really nice bonus of this COVID time where I'm really nervous on guitar. So I very rarely play it, but I thought, you know what? This is the time. So I had some good advice and started taking lessons again with Bobby Cameron, who co-wrote the album with me. So I'm finally taking that step to learn all of my own songs on guitar, which is super exciting.
That's amazing.
So so that's, when the student is ready, the teacher will come, as they say. So this whole experience as an artist, I've had to first see myself as a singer and then as an artist and now as a singer-songwriter, but it's literally taken me years. I'm very slow.
We got nothing but time these days. You got this.
I'll do it one stage at a time.
And what has been your past Diamonds in the Rough experience?
It's been great. I've done it a couple of years, and last year I was really lucky to come down to Calgary, which is nice and close for us. And Bobby came with me, and it's such an important opportunity for people to come out and showcase and really make the most of that CCMA experience. And Angie's wonderful, and the whole team is wonderful. So I encourage everybody who's watching to apply and just dive in, because you're never going to be comfortable until you've actually done the thing. So the more often you do the thing, the less scary it becomes. And we know it's scary, but what else are you going to do? You're either going to do it or you're not. So I say go for it, because you'll love the experience.
Well, I think being a part of it in a number of different capacities in the past, but especially hosting the entire thing last year, Mike, him and I both learned, and then this 8-week sort of journey we've been on, there's not a more supportive, incredibly comforting group than our country music family. It has been so good, and everybody's so supportive of everybody.
Yeah, and family is the operative word, right? Especially I think right now, this could be the loneliest time ever. I'm sure everybody agrees with that, even because we're home and we're not getting our hugs. I'm a touchy-feely kind of person. I usually get 39 hugs a day, at least, before I even get home. So, I mean, without our community, we would be so lonely. So I think actually music has been elevated, and we have now all of us realized the real value of music for ourselves and for each other. And I think we're more thankful than ever to have the people we have in our lives, which is a blessing.
Would you like 39 hugs a day, Mike?
Especially after they pick their nose. It's a thing. It's awesome.
He has an equivalent number of children, I think, but I don't know if you want 39 hugs from strangers. Yeah.
No. Hugs are, no, you don't need that many hugs. I'm going to be honest. I mean, she's got 39 kids at school, 3 at home. I'm going to tell you what, I've said it before, but I'm pretty sure the teacher should have got fired for being drunk at noon.
I think humans love to be connected, don't we?
Yeah, 100%. So what do you want to play for us tonight?
I am going to play Blind Spot. So this is a song Dustin will know well, because We debuted it at Project Wild, and we were in that class together of Project Wildians. Is that a thing? I'm just going to add that for you, Mr. Runion. Project Wildians, that's what we are. And yeah, I think that for me, this song was all about the people you think are in your way until you realize that it's actually you. It's called Blind Spot. You don't see me, you don't feel the way it feels to be riding on 4 wheels all the way to nowhere. You don't hear it, rebels break beneath these tires. Got this voice inside saying get there, ain't no way to stay here. Well, I've never been the leader of the pack, found cold comfort in the shadows hanging back. I can't stay here in your blind spot, stay here in who I'm not. Pedals pushing back against my foot, pressing harder than I should, trying to get there. The rain, it's pouring, splatters on the glass. I start driving fast, and now you see me blowing past. Still, I've never been the leader of the pack. No more comfort in the shadows hanging back. I can't stay here in your blind spot, stay here in who I'm not. Still, I've never been, no, I've never been, I've never been the leader of the pack. No more comfort in the shadows hanging back. I can't stay here in your blind spot, stay here in who I'm not. I can't stay here in your blind spot, stay here in who I'm not. Mrs. Blind Spot. Ooh.
Yeah.
Ah,
I'm unmuting. I'm trying.
Thank you.
That was awesome.
Thank you so
Sometimes
much.
it
Good job.
Sometimes it doesn't. Sorry, Alex. You got to do it yourself.
there. Am I in? Okay, cool.
Yeah. Now, everybody at the same time. Hooray!
Very lovely song.
I seriously, I could listen to your voice all day long. It's so like, isn't it so soothing and loving? Like, it's like a hug. Your voice is like a hug. So
I can give up 42 hugs a day. It's okay. And then my husband, he may get one. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's got to be on good behavior though.
yeah, depends on the day. I get it. Yeah, 100%.
Totally.
But that was lovely. Thank you for that. As each
Thank you.
performer is hanging out and performing with us tonight, Angie is posting links to all of their social media. Well, not all, but a link to their social media as they're performing. So we encourage and invite you to go over to each of these 4 artists' pages tonight, hit like on them, give them a follow, things that we can do during this time frame because we're unable to have that in-person live experience that you guys really feed off that energy from. The way that we can love back to our artists in the music industry right now is by sharing their social media, downloading their songs. If you've got merch, go buy their merch, all of those things. So I'm hoping everybody watching tonight, which we got a pretty nice big crew watching us. So you guys, you do have an audience. It's not just Mike and I. So we are so blessed that you are here hanging out with us tonight, and we hope that you will go like 4 new pages if you don't already. It's pretty easy. We could do that, right? Even Mike can do that.
I can do what?
Like a page.
I like all of them. I'm on my computer thing here right now.
You're multitasking.
I'm pretty good that way.
Very good.
Do not make faces at that, because I have a very important guest to introduce.
Yeah. Well, I knew you would be pretty excited about this.
Justine.
Hey,
Like, it's late where you are. Like, what time is bedtime?
it's for me, bedtime is anytime I fall asleep, honestly. But it's around, I don't know, like 10. So it's
Okay,
good.
so
Right
it's
now. Like,
okay.
I'm about to go to bed, which is fine.
Now, for people that don't know, you are outside of Montreal, so you're 2 hours ahead of what we are here.
Yeah, exactly. So it's 9:16 here and it's like really dark outside. So
Whew. Has it been raining there today?
yes, it did today and a little bit yesterday, but it's been super cold. Like, honestly, it's just weird weather all around.
So over the course of this COVID and social distancing and whatever you want to call it, for me, it's like solitary confinement. It's part of being in jail, I think, or something. I'm not sure. It's crazy, really.
Yeah.
What's one thing that you have learned to do, or whether cooking or a new song, or like, what's one thing you've learned?
I guess I could say like filling up free time is one of them. Another one is writing songs by myself. Usually I would write with people, go over to their place or I don't know, FaceTime or whatever, and we'd write together, mostly because whenever I write a song, I felt like I wasn't good enough, and I was like, oh, this isn't good enough. I'm gonna get somebody else to come in. But I don't know, I just started like writing, and I like legit wrote like 5 or 6 songs in the last couple weeks. And they're really good, not to brag or anything, but I'm just surprised at myself.
Brag away.
Amen. I love people that are humble.
Yeah, so I don't know, it's just been an experience for me to get to write a lot more than usual.
Now, you've joined us on the Diamonds in the Rough stage before. Tell us a little bit about that experience for you, because we don't see a lot of people come from Quebec to the Diamonds in the Rough stage.
Well, it's been really cool because you get to join a bunch of other country artists, and it's just one big family, and you're just all like hanging around and having fun, talking about each other, and like, I don't know, just having fun, So it's been really great. I've been in the past 2 years to the Diamonds in the Rough showcase, and honestly, I've met a bunch of people, and I've loved presenting some songs there. It's been great.
It's a ton of fun. Now, totally off topic. Watch Jody's face when I do this. Where's your favorite place to go for poutine?
It depends. Man, even if I said like a place, you guys would know it. But there's a bunch of different places just everywhere. That meal is everywhere. Anywhere you go, any fast food or whatever, it's gonna be there. Like McDonald's.
Oh, I know. I mean, me personally, it's the La Belle Provence. That's my place for hot dogs and poutine.
Not my favorite because I had a bad experience there with food poisoning. But yeah, it was not good. But my favorite poutine is homemade. Honestly, I love it homemade.
Okay. Now, what song are you going to play for us tonight?
So I'm going to sing the song that I released last summer on my birthday. So it's the song Heartbeat. I wrote this song, I think it was early last summer, so about a year ago from now. And it's just this type of song about loving somebody and not loving them for their looks or their money or all that kind of thing, but really for the little moments that make up your whole relationship. And it's just like these moments, like I'm gonna cherish them forever.
Good.
So,
We're excited to hear it.
awesome. Here we go. Sang me a love song, but it was way off key. When fish didn't get a bite, we went hungry that night. You forgot your keys, we got so to the bone. In the rain, when you laugh so hard and your face turns red. But I said, it's not because you're good, but it's all the kind of truck you drive. Not because of all your friends or the things that your money could buy. It's all the little things you do and the little things you say, every unexpected moment. 'Cause love happens accidentally. In a heartbeat, yeah. In a heartbeat, yeah. It's pretty cute when you act upset, 'cause I beat you at some game. Don't need to act so man, you know I love you just the same. Not because of your good looks or the kind of truck you drive. Not because of all your friends or the things that your money could buy. It's all the little things you do and the little things you say, every unexpected moment. 'Cause love happens accidentally. In a heartbeat, yeah. In a heartbeat, yeah. Trying to look like those Instagram pictures, that's not my style. I love those imperfections that people try to hide. It's not because of your good looks, kind of truck you drive. Not because of all your friends or your money could buy. It's all the little things I do, little things I say, every unexpected moments. 'Cause love happens accidentally. In a heartbeat, yeah. In a heartbeat, yeah. In a heartbeat, yeah. In a heartbeat.
Yeah, nice work.
Yay!
Awesome.
Thank you.
Nice.
That
Great
was
job.
great.
Thank you so much.
That was great. Now, if we weren't in this COVID situation right now, where would you be touring to this summer? Where would you be going mostly?
A couple places. In September, I was supposed to perform in this place here in Saint Jérôme, so the town that I live in. It's like this arts thing for musicians, and it's a great like little theater place to perform with a lot of visibility. So I was supposed to go there, but I'll be there next year. So that's what was one of the places, and one of the big festivals in the country festivals here in Quebec, Saint-Tite. I don't know if you guys know it, but a lot of people here in Quebec know it. I was supposed to play there too, but next year we'll see. So
I'm very familiar with Saint Tite.
yeah,
Big rodeo there, lots of stories.
definitely lots of beer too.
Well, that's awesome. Well,
Sounds
thank
about
you
right.
very much. I could sit and talk to her for hours, you know.
I know you love the French accent. I was like, oh, he's gonna creep hard, and I'm so sorry. Yeah. Like he's gonna follow your page after, and I also am sorry for that, but a fan's a fan, I guess. Yeah.
It's all good.
Why do you need to be like that?
Truthful?
I'm not the one drinking from a pineapple. You should maybe try the smart water, Jody. Oh, coconut, even better. You've increased your intelligence.
Yeah. We drink out of a lot of plastic, weird shaped things in our house. It's just what we do. You don't break them. It's fine.
All right. Okay.
Justine, thank you for that tonight.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
Speaking some French together. Although you don't speak it that well, do you, Mr. LaBelle?
I do not speak it well. I have 4 daughters that speak it very well. That's why last time, like a year ago when I was in Montreal, I took them as my interpreters, only for them to laugh at me the whole time, because every time I wanted to speak French, the person in front of me spoke English.
Yeah, it is funny though when somebody that talks English tries to speak French. It's just funny.
I mean, true story. I'm going to take up a minute of your time here, everyone. I walk into a restaurant and I tell my daughters, we look at the menu and I said, this is what I want. Can you order it? And my daughter at 14 years old looks at the waitress and says, could my dad please have a hot dog?
Oh man.
I'll get her.
I'm like,
All right.
I think we'll probably still get you in the end, but it's okay. Yeah.
All right.
All right. Next up, live from the shop by the looks of it. Are you
That's
in the
me.
garage?
No, this is my shop / studio / home office. So
Nice. Just got
Yeah.
tools. Is that food in the corner or is it like shoppy things?
like over here,
Yeah.
that is all organizational stuff. So like that's all my screws and nails and anything for fastening, all that kind of stuff. So I try to stay organized, but and this is all like paints and oils and lubricants, anything you can think of over there.
All right. Well, there you go. Are you a bit?
Well, not anything. No, come on.
Yeah, don't open that up to her.
Yeah, exactly.
Whatever.
This will go sideways.
Now you're another person, Dustin, who also teaches by profession. So this is kind of a double whammy time for you. How have things been?
I teach in post-secondary, so we had about 3 weeks, 3 or 4 weeks there that were challenging for sure. Just teaching from home and trying to do things like labs was really challenging, right? You can't there's just some things you can't do hands-on when you're online. So that was probably the biggest challenge. And I'm fortunate enough, I still have a job, so I'm pretty happy with it all. And because there's a lot of people out there that are struggling through it, and so I feel pretty privileged that way. So yeah.
And have you had much time to tap into your musical creative side while you've been home?
I have been, actually. It's been kind of interesting when you're not being pulled in multiple directions with kids and sports and baton and all that kind of stuff, right? You realize you've got some of this extra time, and it was getting kind of I guess utilized by little projects, things like that, little things to fix and all that kind of stuff. But then I've also been doing my Sunday song, which is something that I've been trying to keep myself accountable to be online and be doing more songwriting and revisiting kind of lyrics that I've had laying around and have never done anything with, and experimenting with just new melodies and different things on guitar. And I've got a little studio here where I can kind of piece things together and have some fun with it. And so just been playing around with that stuff, which has been really fun. It's been pretty cool. And yeah, just playing around and trying to stay in it, right? So yeah,
we have interesting, I think all of us could probably speak to. You have moments of motivation in that, and moments where you don't give a crap.
Exactly. Yeah, there's times when you just want to sit on the couch and eat a bucket of ice cream, but
yeah, like after
you got to motivate yourself.
Yeah. Now, is there anything that that's changed in your world in this last 3 months that you will continue to do, that's been a change that you're liking and want to continue?
That's a really good question. Because I think with everything kind of slowing down. It's really, I mean, for us out here, we've got a little bit of land out here, and it's been really nice that the whole self-isolation thing hasn't impacted us as much. But at the same time, I've realized, how busy we were before doing a lot of things. I just realized how much I do enjoy our place and being able to, have a couple cows, throw the garden in, have chickens and all that kind of stuff, and be around when my girls are learning and experiencing all that stuff. That's huge. And I think it just reaffirmed kind of those values, and just just wanting to keep that going for sure. That's really important to me and to my family, I think, to maintain that. So
What about you? Do any of the cooking?
I try. Can't say I'm any good at it, but I cooked
tried?
pizza from Panago tonight.
That's very good. It's Pizza Sunday. Have you tried cooking anything that you haven't before?
I actually a couple weeks ago I made a French onion soup, and I'd cooked it once before, like a long time ago, and so I kind of had a craving, had a hankering for it, and so I cooked it up, but I put like way too many onions in it. And my daughters didn't really like it. I even had to take about half of the onions out so that I could actually finish it. By the time I put the bread in, it just soaked up all of the juice, and then it was just bread and onions, which is what we were eating. So yeah, I had to adapt on the fly kind of thing, but it was good.
Okay, well, I don't know. I feel like it's like a pot of like pond water with a hunk of bread and a bunch of onions in it. Like how difficult is it to make French onion soup? Let's be honest.
Hey, Sealy, easy now.
Yeah, you got to put a lot of effort into it.
The worst idea for a soup, but I bet you have two people on this show who could be real French onion soup critiques for you, or critics.
I believe that.
Yeah.
Right here. Oh, yeah.
Alex and I will be somewhere else getting anything but onions.
Pond water, that's a perfect description for it. So it's just my opinion.
And the onions are like little baby eels. Like it's just so.
Dustin, I'm sure the soup was good though, the way you made it, besides all those extra onions, but still, any French onion soup, it's just not my thing.
You and my daughters probably have the same feeling on the soup that I made. Yeah.
All good.
Oh well, it's all good.
All right.
You tried.
He's like, stop insulting my favorite soup of all time. Okay.
Yeah, like that's
it.
Yeah.
On to more positive things. Dustin, what has your experience with Diamonds in the Rough been like in the past?
It's been fantastic. I was able to go down and play the Diamonds in the Rough stage last year in Calgary, like Andrea said, and it was fantastic. I mean, it's amazing to me when you are doing a showcase like that. So you're getting up and you're playing 3 songs kind of thing, but there is that stage, and you guys would know, you guys were there for like 16 hours a day kind of thing. It is just stacked with people that are all just amazing artists. Everybody comes out and you're hearing all new original music from emerging artists and artists that are just trying to better themselves at their craft. And we sat there, and I mean, I played my 3 songs, and then I sat and I drank beer the rest of the day and just listened to everybody. And you guys host the whole thing, and it was a blast. It's a really fun stage, and it's a great place to see new talent and just new original music. That's what it's all about. So.
Well, and I think the key for us being the host the entire time was you needing to drink the beer all day. Like that made us enjoyable for you. So I appreciate your dedication to making
the more I drank, the better you guys sounded. That's all I can say.
Yeah, it just didn't work. Thankfully, we were surrounded by amazing artists all day long. But that was a marathon.
And a lot of bars.
100%.
Yeah, there was a lot of bartenders.
What do you want to play for us tonight, Dustin?
So I'm, pardon me. I'm gonna play you a brand new song, and actually, speaking of diving back into lyrics that I've written in the past and just haven't explored. I've been doing that more lately, and this is a song that I actually wrote this about 2 years ago. And at the time, the reason I wrote it was because I had heard something in the news that was just a lot of negativity. things like that. And so I sat down and I wrote this song, and I just kind of left it, right? I kind of got it out of me and wrote the lyrics down, and then I left it. And lo and behold, I've been searching through kind of my old lyrics, and I actually came across this not too long ago and realized that the lyrics that I had written back then are probably even more poignant today with I just feel like there's a lot of division in the world right now. If you're listening to, media outlets, all the things like that, everything that's happening in the States right now, that's absolutely deplorable. We need to, I feel like everybody's sitting in this state of unknown, and, being in the unknown is kind of scary. And that's why everybody's kind of on edge, and a lot of things happening. And I think people are kind of looking for some direction. They're looking for some answers. But the reality of it is we can solve this ourselves, right? This is our problem to solve, and we have the power to do that. And so that's kind of where this song came from. And so I named it "Saviors of the Unknown." And yeah, this is how it goes. Wounds deep, never seem to heal. Searching for the next thing to feel. Everything and nothing. Anger finds a place. It's easier without a face. Where have we gone from where we've been? Love, bring us back again. Where are we going? The future feels thin. Love, bring us back again. We can't continue, gotta turn it around. Get out, this upside down. We have to push back, hate overthrown. 'Cause we are the saviors of the unknown. Where have we gone from where we've been? Love, bring us back again. Where are we going? The future feels thin. Love, bring us back again. Yeah, talking about love. Where have we gone from where we've been? Love, bring us back again. Where are we going? The future feels thin. Love, bring us back again. Where are we going? The future feels thin. Love, bring us back again. Love, bring us back again. I said now love, bring us back again.
You
Thanks, everybody.
Great job.
There we go.
Nice job.
love that. Thank
Great
you
song.
for hearing that. So, question for you:
Yeah.
do you know how many songs, like by number or anything like that, you've written in the last little bit? Have you been keeping track?
That I've written in the, well, That's a tough one because they're all kind of like pieced together from like little notes and things. I've probably written, 6 or 7, maybe somewhere in there, just in the last while, and just kind of trying to keep ahead of the curve.
Well, I ask because you performed, it would have been, I think, 2 Februarys ago at the Alberta Association of Agriculture Societies convention,
Yes,
which
absolutely.
is one of Mike and I's favorite events to MC every year, and also another really cool showcasing opportunity. And at this particular one, we agreed to be accountability partners. And we are not very good accountability partners. So as you were singing tonight, I remembered, I was like, oh yeah, I'm supposed to check in with you on how many songs you're writing, and you're supposed to check in with me about how many podcast episodes I have done.
Right, too. I totally forgot about that. And yeah, obviously our accountability partnership is not the best if it's been 2 years, and this is the first check-in that we've had. But maybe
it's the second
maybe
check-in.
that's like our
It's the second,
baseline.
and I'm going to consider this a friendship that sucks, really.
Let's start over, Dustin.
We're good enough friends that we can talk to each other once every 2 years, and it's just fine.
You just pick up where we left off. Yeah,
exactly.
we check in once. I think we've checked in 2 or 3 times, but that's about it. But we're going to get, then now that we have all these witnesses, we're reigniting the partnership tonight, and we're going to
record it on the World Wide Web now. So
because I've probably done, what would I be at, Mike? I think I've done 10 or
10.
more.
And I mean, if it's on Facebook, it's got to be real.
Yeah.
Like once you make a relationship on Facebook, it's got to be real.
Yeah, that's the litmus test for relationships right there. What's your status
right now? Okay. We're back on track. That's all that matters.
Yeah. It's been complicated for a couple of years, but now we're good.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is crazy.
Mm-hmm. We've
Yeah.
got this. We'll be fine. Moving on.
Absolutely.
All right. Okay. Well, thank you for that. That was awesome. That was awesome. All right. We're going to move on. Alex,
Runions.
we'll discuss French onion soup later, but I just have to, I told Jody I wasn't going to do homework before the show, but I have to really. That's my thing. I have to go on and greet people and figure stuff out. And, pretty exciting what you've done in the last 3 or 4 years, especially your awards at the Saskatchewan Country Music Awards. And you know what? It's got to be a pretty good feeling to be recognized in your home province with those wonderful awards.
Yeah, absolutely. And, it's like, and that's after years of being nominated. And, the year that I did win, that was back in 2016. That was a year where, I'd really put in the work, so you really get in, or you really get what you put in. I realized that. And at the time I had a manager in Nashville, I had a publishing deal, and, things were really cruising, but it wasn't just luck. It was, prior to that, it was 10 years of really pushing and trying to find myself as an artist and working at it. So.
Well, and that's what it is. And it's experiences that come before that lead you to do these things, and things like Diamonds in the Rough. And why don't you explain to us a little bit about your history with Diamonds in the Rough?
Absolutely, yeah. And I was so excited when Angie said, yes, you've been selected. Every year it is exciting, and it's so cool because it's one. I always find these shows that you do, it's sort of this feather in your cap that you can put, and or you can put in your hat and say, oh, I did that show. And then the nice thing is to be called back again, knowing you did a good enough job that they want you to do your songs for people. So it's a really cool experience. And like everybody here said, it's the camaraderie. It's sort of that Diamonds in the Rough family. And I love being able to go there and have a drink with somebody and reconnect with people and meet new people. That's what it's all about. And that's what the CCMAs are all about. So it's just like, it's just that extended family.
Definitely. I've been a couple times, and every time you go, and especially last year, being part of it and hosting with Jody as part of LimeLite, we have so much fun and see so many people that you maybe don't see in a long time. And just like those two are talking because they are the worst accountability partners one could ever have.
Seems like
It's,
it.
you pick up right where you left off the last time you seen that person.
Yeah, absolutely. And isn't that the greatest thing? It is like seeing family. And so, having to, miss the Junos this year, which were in Saskatoon. I was looking forward to reconnecting with people and everything. So luckily we have this type of medium that we can see each other. It's not quite the same though. Like Andrea was talking about, loving hugs and stuff. That's kind of the thing. It's so cool to see everybody, and it's just one big family. I can't keep saying that enough because that's exactly what it feels like.
Well, and you know what I find is you go there and it doesn't matter whether you're a first timer, whether you've been there 5 times, 6 times, you come in and the minute you get up on stage and you perform and someone's going to take something away from it, and the person on stage is going to go out there and meet another musician, another producer, another songwriter, anything, and they're going to go out and have fun with it. Yeah, and you touched on Saskatoon. Now, how has COVID-19 been in Saskatoon?
Well, I think in general, Saskatchewan's been doing quite well. Saskatoon, compared to the other, I know we don't have big cities here really, but compared to Regina, Saskatoon has actually done, they've been a little bit behind. And what I mean by that is we've had a few more cases. But as a whole, I think it seems to be just leveling out and basically just sort of, staying the course. It's not getting any worse.
Well,
so
that's good.
Yeah, but same old thing with the stores being closed and everything like that. So it was definitely different.
Kind of
over
like
the past 6-7 weeks, what would you say has been, you had to pick up a new skill, a new talent, a new something? You're someone that strives to learn. What's the one thing you've learned to do?
Well, okay. First I was going to practice my mandolin because I bought one, I don't know, 10 years ago. And I was like, that's going to be a great time. And then the bridge on it was broken and I was too lazy to fix it. Didn't know where am I going to get strings. I'd have to order them in. So by the end of it, I just gave up on that. So the other thing I was doing was I built some planters for a garden. I did that. Let's see, I researched a lot about gardening. So, we could hopefully get all the stuff we need for the garden. And then the other thing I did was I just wanted to perfect a burger. I know it sounds ridiculous, but I wanted to perfect the burger right from scratch. And I think I got it. And it was, and it's like, and for some odd reason, I had a burger every night for about 2 weeks, but it was just.
Go ahead. What goes in the perfect burger? I'm a bit of a foodie.
Okay. Well, all right. I'll lay it on you here. I think simplicity is the key, right? So a little bit of, and I don't like onions, but if you cook them right, if you basically just saute them to nothing, then they're okay in burger. And so anyways, a little bit of garlic, Worcestershire, is that how you say it? Worcestershire.
That works.
A little bit of mustard, salt and pepper, boom, put it on the grill. And then it's a lot of the bun, like depends on the type of buns. So I don't even know. Oh, what's she got written on there?
I don't.
Is that say Funyuns?
It says hashtag no onions.
Oh, no onions. Okay.
Good grief.
Yeah, hashtag no onions though. Okay, well, you can omit those onions. But anyways, so then the bun, and then I came up with this sauce, a little bit of mayo, a little bit of chipotle sauce, and you have to cook bacon from scratch. Dice that up, toss it in there, spread it on the bun, and then put all your fixings on. And anyways, that's my perfect burger.
That's keeping it simple.
I think that sounds awesome. I just want to hear Justine say Worcestershire sauce.
Not doing that at night. It's 9:50. We're not doing that.
Come on.
All right. Okay. I got caught off track there for a second.
Well,
okay, Alex, what song are you going to play for us tonight?
So I'm going to play this new single of mine here, and it's coming out July 6th, and it's a song. It's called "Take It Out on Me," and it's really just about passion in a relationship, and it's two people who, guy stays out a little bit too late, comes home, and luckily she's not as angry at him as as he would have expected. So anyways, it's called Take It Out on Me. And I guess from the lyric, you'll be able to kind of figure it out from there. And I hope my connection's okay. Once in a while, it was kind of cutting in and out. So I apologize if it's doing that. So I'll give it a go here. Oops, I guess I did it again. Stayed out too late with all of my friends. You've been blowing up my phone. Bet I'm gonna get it when I get home. Hope you're waiting up in the nightgown, getting all worked up, ready to go down. 'Cause I could sure go for the good round. Some mad love, girl, go to town. Take it out on me. I love to see a good girl lose control. I know you're about to explode. Push, baby, push me up against the hood of this truck. I know you know where to lay the blame, baby. Take it out on me. Whoa, you can take it out on me. Whoa. Tell me how bad I've been. When you get done, tell me all again. I love it when you keep me in line. I never learn my lesson every time, baby. Take it out on me. I love to see a good girl lose control. Well, I know you're about to explode. So push, baby, push me up against the hood of this truck. I know you know where to lay the blame, baby. Take it out on me. Whoa, you can take it out on me. Whoa, take it out on me, baby. Tell me how it's gonna be. Take it out on me. Love to see a good girl lose control. Well, I know you're about to explode. So push, baby, push me up against the hood of this truck. I know you know where to lay the blame, baby. Take it out on me. Whoa, you can take it out on me. Whoa, take it out on me. Tell me how it's gonna be. Thank you.
Woo!
Unmute.
Awesome.
Oh, thanks.
Why do you keep muting me, Sealy?
I just living the dream. Yeah. Living the dream of you muted. Oh, listen to this. The coconut's empty.
So what was in there, Jody?
The show is over, you guys. If the coconut is empty, the show is done.
That's not the only coconut in that room that's empty.
That's not very kind. Alex, thank you for sharing that song with us tonight. That was fantastic. You
My
were just
pleasure.
so great. I mean, every single week we've had really great lineups. Tonight, I was just exceptionally excited about the combination that we had. You guys have just been such an amazing show. So thank you for that. And like we said before, the thing that we can do as country music fans during this time frame is I want you to go to Andrea's page and Dustin's page and Alex's page and Justine's page, and you're going to hit like and you're going to hit follow and you're going to see what they're up to. It's also really beneficial from a social media perspective that when you follow these pages and they post that song, like for example, when Dustin does the Sunday song or when Alex's song goes out to radio in July, like and comment and share the post that they're talking about it and help them build that community. And that's something that you can do that takes you 30 seconds, or if you're Mike, like an hour, and it's really quick and easy. And it's a great way to support our country artists right now. And if you have a buck or whatever that looks like, download that new music and let's help support and share the love of our country music family right now. If you could, please. It'd be so great.
So great.
So great. And we have a really great group of people who are supporting and backing Diamonds in the Rough along with Sirroma Entertainment. And we just want to give them one more thank you because they are a big part of the Diamonds in the Rough stage and have been a big part of our last 8 weeks together.
Sponsors, thank you.
8 weeks. I've had to do this with you.
I've been the longest relationship of my life lately. So thank you. As I said, the coconut is empty. No, I'm just kidding.
Exactly.
You thank our
Well, let's thank Lauren Tuddy along with RDR Music, the Tracks Report, along with MCC Recording Studio, the Ranchmans, LimeLite Audio and Media, and Sirroma Entertainment. Thank you so much, Angie, for letting us put this together and help you out with it. It's been a bunch of fun, and you know, I can't think of a better 4 people to finish off our 8 weeks with. This has been a fun night.
Yeah, we've had so much fun. And there's been so many people, especially from our, not only I can see lots of fans have been commenting on the Facebook Live tonight, but we've also had lots of people in your country music family that have been watching. So I would just like to say to anybody who is a CCMA member, please think of Angie Morris when you are voting for that ballot for music. I think it's music or industry person. I don't know the exact title, but she's made first ballot. So if we could continue to move her name along on those ballots, it would be amazing because she works really hard, not only for the artists that she manages in her company of Sirroma Entertainment, but putting together this stage for artists for across the country for the last several years is not a small undertaking. So let's show Angie some love by continuing to push her name through those ballots for all those CCMA voting members. That would be amazing.
Do it.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Do it.
I can't believe it's the last
Just
show.
do it.
Yeah, how
That's
do you
it.
guys
That's
feel?
all.
The
How do
good
you
thing
guys feel that it's the last one?
well, I didn't drink a lot so that I won't cry or anything like that. But see, the nice thing is, for one, it'll be, I'm not going to lie, to not remember on a Sunday night to put on makeup will feel good for a little bit of a break. But Mike and I were actually texting during the show talking about how much we've liked this. And maybe it's something that we'll team up with Angie and do again. We'll most likely be part of what we do for a digital version of the Diamonds in the Rough stage this year. But it has been a really fun 8 weeks and just an opportunity. I mean, Mike and I are professional MCs by trade, so COVID's really affected a lot of our business from the rodeo world to the MC world. So we've really missed having the opportunity to connect with people and hear music and have fun and all that kind of stuff.
Well,
So
that's it.
it's been amazing.
She'll get us to do it as long as she doesn't find someone that's good at doing it.
Yeah, right.
You know. Yeah.
I know. I was like, should we really promo her? Like, she's gonna get rid of us, but that's everybody's got to upgrade at some point in their life. Trust me.
That's right. Well, it's been a great night. I'd like to thank each and every one of you. What a great way to wrap things up. And a big thank you to, what's her name? Oh, the best of LimeLite, my partner, Jody Seeley, because she is, she kind of is the mastermind of making this all work together. And I just put on clean clothes and a ball cap.
Thanks, work bitch. You got this.
But on behalf of us, thank you to each and every one of you, and take care until we can do it again.
Yeah.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, you
Thanks,
guys so
guys.
much. Have an
Thank
amazing night.
you.
Bye.